The Celtics beat the Suns last night without Jaylen Brown. They'll now head to Denver to face Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets on ESPN. The MVP race, though, is heating up in the NBA. Jokic currently has the second best odds to win the award, according to DraftKings Sportsbook, as he is averaging a triple-double this season and leads the NBA in assists per game and total rebounds per game. On the other hand, Jaylen Brown is averaging career highs in all three of those categories as well. So who has the better case for MVP this season? Is it Jokic or is it Brown? Wine Windhorst is back with us. Wendy, what do you think?
Yeah, it's Jokic, but Jokic he's had a tough couple of weeks. Coming back from this knee injury, he hasn't quite been the same player. He's also dealing with a wrist injury right now. He's averaging like almost 5 turnovers his last 8 or 9 games. Their offense has been struggling a little bit. He's never gone through a midseason injury like this, and I feel like he's learning how to come back. And so his lift is enormous every single night. Jaylen Brown's is as well because he plays both ends. But Jokic is still leading the league in rebounding and assists and having the best shooting season of his career. He is still having an amazing season, but he and the Nuggets have not played their best in the last few weeks.
Well, the problem is he has to play 65 games, right? He's only played 41, and they got 24 left. So he'd have to play 23 of the 24 games.
He only missed one more game, right?
To win, and he's not going to do that. So, I mean, from a standpoint of that, he's not going to be in consideration at the end of the year. But I'm with Brian. If you look at it just right now, you got to give it to Jokic. Is the best player in the league. Still is. I mean, if I had to take one guy right now in a playoff series for my life, that includes Wembanyama, that includes SGA, that includes, Jokic, that Luka, that includes anybody in Boston, Cunningham. It's him. I got to win a series for my life. He's the guy I'm going to take. And I think everybody who follows basketball would say the same thing. But from an MVP standpoint, he is the MVP, but you're not going to get it because he's not going to play the 65. So it's probably going to be.
Well, listen, even I'm not even taking into account. I mean, we all know the rules, and we know that if he doesn't play at least 65 games, he's not eligible. We understand that. But I'm looking at Jaylen Brown, and I'm saying I would give it to him. The MVP doesn't always go to the best player. If that's the case, Michael Jordan would have won it about 10 times, okay? The fact of the matter is sometimes it goes to the most valuable individual that particular season, taking all things into consideration in terms of what you're bringing to the table and what you have to work with and what you're working against. And when you look at Jokic, yeah, he's missed a few games, and we get that part. The other side to it is that he's had a guy like Jamal Murray. They've gone out and they've retooled in terms of their depth, on their bench. And we've seen the elevation of Watson as well when he's been available. And Jamal Murray has become an all-star, even though this man's a champion and a big-time clutch player throughout his career and all of that other stuff. Jaylen Brown signed for over $300 million, was called upon to step up once Jason Tatum went down. We knew he had gone down to the Knicks series, that he was going to be out most, if not all, of this season. And the $304 million man, who had been perennially a number 2 option, was asked to step up and show what he's made of. And the man is averaging nearly 30 a game. And he's second in the entire NBA in usage rate. Jokic is 21st. Now, we know he leads the league in assists and rebounds, and he's phenomenal, and his numbers say he should be an MVP. Jokic is phenomenal. The man can't jump onto a curb, and you can't stop him. He's unbelievable. I get that part. And nobody is going to be upset if he gets a league MVP because he deserves top 2 consideration every damn year. That's how phenomenal he is. But when you look at Jaylen Brown, there's no Jason Tatum, there's no Al Horford, there's no Porzingis or anything like that. Who's he playing with? Derek White's a damn good player. I know that. Peyton Pritchard is that Energizer bunny that was coming off the bench, even though he started a few games this year. Most games this year he started. We get that part. But who are you playing with right now? And the Boston Celtics are a top 2, top 3 seed in the Eastern Conference with Jaylen Brown leading the way, averaging nearly 30 in the absence of a Jason Tatum. I'm sorry. I have no problem with Jaylen Brown being a league MVP right now. 0.
Through 57 games, the Boston Celtics almost have the exact same record as they did at
Team USA for 2 years from now. We had to do a whole segment on it. So, take it away.
Okay, so it's 2 years away. Obviously, a lot could change.
We can all be gone.
I think I kind of nailed it, but I also think I left. I think I left a couple people off that we don't know yet. So here we go. I think Bam is a for sure. Number 1, Spoelstra's a coach, and we don't really have that many bigs. So I think Bam's got to be on this team just for simple size reasons. Devin Booker, I think ESPN.
That could even change by 2028.
I was going to say, like
100%. Devin Booker, ESPN. This is their big. They blew it by not putting him on the team. I think he's starting. I think he's going to be like the team captain.
Wow.
So I think Devin Booker is a lock. I put Jaylen Brown here. Obviously, I know the history and the issues that he's had with him, but he is a top 2, top 3 American basketball player in the world right now. So I hope they can kind of clear the air in the next 2 years, because I would love Jaylen Brown on the team, and he would also probably be a starter. Cade Cunningham, I think, is the starting point guard on the team.
Face of the team.
I don't know if he's the face. I think
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards is going to be the face of the team, and Jason Tatum's going to be on like a revenge tour with his own country's team when he's on there. But I like Cade Cunningham as a starting point guard. And then this is where I got a little wonky here. I put Steph Curry and Kevin Durant instead of Tyrese Halliburton and Cooper Flagg, just because I want them on this team. I think it's their last chance, obviously, to play on the Olympic team. Last Olympics, they were so good. I can't help but see Steph Curry, what he did to Serbia in that gold medal game. I need him on the team, and I think if he wants to play, I think he's a lock for them to let him play.
So they'll be, what, both 39-ish?
So those would be the 2 vets I have on the team. Then moving to the right side, I got Jalen Duren. He's obviously solidified himself as a big, probably the starting center on the team. Anthony Edwards, starting 2 guard on the team. Chet, backup big. Tyrese Maxey, Jason Tatum, and I put Con Knipple just because there's always got to be that just sniper shooter that comes off the bench. The 3-point line is much closer. It's a mid-range jumper for him when we're talking about
Immediately people are like, I don't see
world
the other
basketball.
guy.
And again, so if Kevin Durant or Steph Curry are out, I think Cooper Flagg is the next one in. But Con, just his shooting ability, I think is going to be great for Team USA. And we will get gold once again, Beetle.
You say so.
I like your group, and we had a lot of different picks, but a lot of similarities at the same time.
Okay.
And of course, let's say it again. Let's reiterate it. A lot can change from 2028
100%.
with this USA basketball team. But if we're making these predictions now based on what guys are doing into the future, then that's going to be a different thing. So I'll start with mine. Jaylen Brown in 2028, I think he will be a USA team representative because he's going to be one of the top players. He's one of my OGs at that time. By this time comes around, he's going to be one of the older statesmen along with his teammate Jason Tatum, also on my list. Cade Cunningham, obviously, is going to be one of the best players in the world come that time. Kevin Durant is going to be the Team USA old man at that time. He's slightly younger than Steph Curry, so Steph didn't make my list. I think what Steph did in the last Olympics, that makes him a one and done. I don't think
That's a good point. Go out like that.
Yeah, go out with a bang. Go out with a bang. So I don't have Steph Curry on my list. I think he's one and done. Jaylen Durant is going to be another guy that I think at that point he's going to be a great addition to this team because we're going to need some size and some length in the paint. Anthony Edwards, obviously, he's going to be entertaining. He's going to be international. This thing is going to go global. ATL is going global with Anthony Edwards being on this team. Cooper Flagg is going to blossom into a star in the next couple of years. He's going to obviously represent Team USA. Tyrese Halliburton is going to be back on his feet, healthy again. I think he's going to be the 1 and the 2, one of those guys that's going to be able to play this time in the Olympics opposed to the last time. So I feel like he's going to bring himself back into this fold to have an opportunity to really show and prove who he is on a global stage. Chet Holmgren is another guy that's going to represent us. Listen, when you're on one of the best teams in the league and you're possibly on a run for a dynasty, somebody is going to have to represent Team USA, and that's another guy that's going to give us some size there. Brandon Ingram is another one. I think he's really turning the page in his career and what he's able to do. I think he takes this all-star run, he turns that into another 2 or 3 runs before this, another couple runs before this Olympics, and he represents us as well. Evan Mobley is another guy. In the international game, you need somebody that's going to be able to space the floor, that's going to be able to be aggressive, and can play from the 3-point line all the way to the rim, and give you some mobility at that size with how the international game is played. So I like Evan Mobley on my team as well. Jason Tatum, obviously, is going to be another Team USA representative. Similar to Tyrese Halliburton. For whatever reason, Steve Kerr didn't find minutes for him. This is a redemption story for Jason Tatum to go out and show and prove to the world how great of a player he is. And Jalen Williams is another guy. Sometimes, like Chandler just mentioned, you need a sniper on a team and a Con Knipple. You also need glue guys. You need guys that's going to keep everything together, that's going to do the intangibles, and Jalen Williams represents that for me. So that's my 2028 predictions for my USA basketball team.
You guys disagreed on 5, which is more than I would have thought.
For different reasons, though.
Yeah,
for fair and different reasons.
Yeah, and by the way, all these guys, I have no problem with all of them making it. And there's even